going to show an older guy that kind of had this kind of sway and swing flaw. Well, what I see as a sway and swing flaw. So, and again, I don't know pitching, so I'm going to really, really pick your brains on if this is similar in pitching because I think it'd be really cool if it is. Because I'm going to bring up Tatis here in a minute. But watch Jordan's center of mass. It's right in the middle of his body, so he's 50-50 right here.
Mm-hmm.
So watch where it goes as he sways back. He literally stacks it on his back leg. So now all of his mass is really kind of over his knee, starting to get over his backside. So from this position, think about like your own body right now. What's the only thing you can do from this position is push forward, right? So you see this, and I'm going to bring up a couple youth kids here in a minute, but I wanted to show like a higher end, a very good hitter, but a higher end hitter who did this. So he's over his backside. He's going to have to push out of it. Now he does a good job of coiling forward, but because he pushes out of it, he's going to get his foot down before the barrel really did anything. So he's getting down, and the barrel is just starting. And you see his hips, he's still shifting. So the problem with Jordan here is his head and hips still shift forward. And I actually have a side-by-side of him and somebody. So you watch Javi, he's going to stay behind this yellow line the whole time into foot. Like once his foot lands, he's going to stay behind that yellow line, and Jordan's hip starts getting closer to that line. So you see Jordan's like entire body kind of shifts towards that line. And Javi is going to stay away from that line and just rotate behind that line the whole time. So this is sort of that shift forward that Jordan has into heel plant, right? So now his sequence is going to be kind of jammed up. And again, that's an older guy, and that's kind of like a pretty good, not a good sway, but a better sway than some of the younger guys. We watch him, he's 50-50. Again, he is de-weighting his front foot. So like his movement back is basically taking weight off his front foot and putting it into his back foot. So now he's completely stacked over his backside. So the only thing he can do is kind of push forward. The problem with this sway, is it's going to cause usually a spin because guys need to speed up because their timing is always off. So watch. He leaps forward and he spins off the baseball like he's just a top and just a spin. So again, if his timing isn't absolutely perfect, it's going to be very difficult for him to hit through baseballs. And then we have little man sway. Pretty big sway, and then you'll see a pretty big push forward. Like it's almost like he's leaping forward, and he loses the ground, like in his heel, before the barrel's really doing anything for launch. So he's now completely on his front foot, and the barrel hasn't done anything. So think of like throwing a baseball. That sequence, and I'm going to show the sequence in a minute, the sequence of the front hip pulling around, the back leg pulling inwards, and the back hip kind of resisting, and the barrel should be connected. So generally what, like the view of this angle we would want to see is this back leg in the ground, this leg right here turning inwards, and the barrel going downwards. But because he sways so much, he has to like leap forward. So here's a very common flaw for young guys. So their timing is going to be very, very difficult. So imagine throwing this guy a changeup, Howie, or anything off speed.
Yeah, he's,
or any velo in on the hands. And I'm going to show you one more. And here's one guy, another college guy. I posted this the other day. Very similar. So here's a take against Howie on an inside fastball. So he'll sway back towards the camera. So he'll stack up. And now he has to rush to get his foot down before anything can happen. So think about it. If you're on your back leg, all your weight is on your back leg. You literally have to kind of get down with your front foot before you can even launch.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very difficult. So here's a take.
The ball's already 3/4 of the way there.
Yeah. So, and again, he hasn't started to swing yet. So that's another big thing. And again, we can talk. I mean,
yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to jump ahead there.
No, you're fine. You're fine. But like generally, I want to be, when is he swinging the bat? Like that's another big thing. Mm-hmm. So like he's not swinging the bat when he goes back here. So he stacks up. He's not swinging yet. You're completely throwing a baseball. He's not swinging yet. He's still not swinging yet. Like you don't know if you didn't know this was a baseball swing, you wouldn't know that he was actually swinging a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Still not swinging, but his foot's almost down. And now he's still not swinging, and his foot is completely down. Now this is a fastball. Like, there's no reason that he should be here. Like, he's not getting fooled by anything. But he's late, so he can't swing because he needed to get that foot down. But now the ball's by him, so he can't swing, so he gets jammed up. So, sorry. So that was the take. So Howie, I love this out of you. You came right back with it because you're a badass. So he looked. There's something in your head. There's something in your head that you said, Howie, he's late.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's late because he's not swinging yet. He's still not swinging. He's still not swinging. He's still not swinging. He's still not swinging. And he's not swinging yet. Not swinging yet. And now the foot is down, and the barrel hasn't done anything. And this is like the #1 swing flaw. So all the sway stuff that I just went over is a very common flaw, but that all leads to this biggest swing flaw that I see, which is a stunt of the sequence.